This episode is brought to you by Kissing Contracts, specializing in prenups, postnups, and cohabitation agreements. We need more than love. We need shared values, goals, and dreams. When partners agree, great things happen. Visit us at kissingcontracts.com. Welcome to She's Myself, an entirely fictional but totally honest show for female entrepreneurs featuring a newfangled book club for you and your cohorts. Let's join Nicole, Lauren, Kate, and Darla in their mastermind group now.
Welcome to the first official meeting of the Mastermind.
Woo!
Thank you, Lauren, for volunteering to be first in the hot seat.
Mm-hmm. Hot seat. That makes me nervous.
It is a little bit intimidating sounding.
We don't bite hard. Take it easy. We don't bite hard. Sorry, Dad used to say that.
Well, the hot seat is where all the good stuff happens. But before you start, Lauren, let's all check in. Darla, how's your week been?
Things have been going good. Sales numbers are higher than last year. Team's clicking along. I'm thinking about putting some better systems into place. I find myself saying the same thing over and over, especially to my new team members. Sorry.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do some videos about the basic things for the newbies.
And personally?
To be honest, work's a little slow for my husband, so it's a challenge.
I don't think I know what he does.
Oh, Dutch is in construction.
Isn't construction pretty good right now? It's booming in my area.
Yeah, overall it is, but it's complicated.
Why?
Next.
I'll go.
Saved by Kate. Thanks.
We have a small festival on Saturday at the theater. A magician is doing a show, and we'll have games and food outside.
Oh, sounds fun.
Should be. You guys with little ones are welcome.
Oh, my teenagers are way too cool now, but that's just the kind of thing they loved when they were little.
Yeah, mine loved it too.
How do you prep for something like that, Kate? Do you have a crew that comes in or something?
I wish. It's me. And the kids help.
How old are your kids again?
4 and 6?
There's no way they're helping.
Okay, true, true. But it should be a good event, although the amount of work ahead of me is daunting.
Okay, well, I guess it's just me left before Lauren. I'm currently working on finding places to speak about prenups.
What types of groups are you looking for?
You know, I'm not sure. It's such a niche topic. Only people in a very specific period of life need it.
Huh. True. I wonder if you could broaden that topic so it would appeal to more people.
It's an interesting idea. I could couple it with postnups. Those are prenups for people who are already married.
I didn't know those existed.
Well, that's more broad. But I'm wondering if, you could talk about taking care of your finances or making decisions in your relationships. Something that more people would think applies to them.
That's a good idea. I'll think about that. Okay, Lauren, are you ready?
As I'll ever be. Well, it's been a busy week. I've had lots of one-on-one meetings with women, talking about life and things they're working through.
As a mentor?
Yeah, yes, you could call it that, but it's informal. I love it. It's what makes me want to do something bigger. I've been keeping a mental journal of the types of things we talk about for ideas.
What are you finding?
A lot of them are in challenging marriages.
Challenging how?
Leave it to the divorce attorney.
Well, challenging might be putting it too lightly. A few are just stagnant, but there are more than a few where there's abuse.
Wow.
Like abuse? Are you a mandatory reporter, Lauren?
I'm not, no. When I say abuse, there's different kinds of abuse, not just physical or sexual, although that does happen.
It's heavy.
It is. How do you deal with that?
It's part of my story, of my history. I was in an abusive marriage, verbal and physical.
Sitting here with you, it's hard to imagine.
It is. Statistics tell us that 1 in 3 women have been victims of some form of physical violence by an intimate partner. And for severe physical violence, it's 1 in 4.
Wow. That means we all know someone.
You do.
Do you talk about that when you speak?
I've spoken on domestic violence to women's groups. How to know if it's happening to you, how to help a friend, safety, that kind of thing.
The women in those relationships just don't know what's happening or what? They don't know?
How do you not know that's happening?
Well, abuse can take many forms. A woman I met with this week knew there was something really wrong, but, didn't have a name for it. It's very tumultuous and confusing.
Interesting.
Is that what happened to you?
More or less, yes.
But you're married, right?
Right. This was my first husband.
Oh, how long were you married?
12 years.
Are your children with your husband?
2 are mine and 2 are his.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Emotional abuse, is that calling names?
Well, it can be. But it can also be things like criticizing and extreme arguing. It often comes with other methods of control.
Wow. I guess this isn't really the time to get into it, but I'd be interested in talking more about it. Unfortunately, it sounds familiar to me.
I'm happy to, Kate. It's what I do.
Me too. I have a friend.
Me too. I have so many questions for you.
But I do want to be sure you get your time in the hot seat.
Sounds good. But before we switch back, there's a power and control wheel that might be interesting for you all. It's about what happens in a relationship when the power and control is transferred to one of the partners.
Have you helped women get out of those relationships?
Yes. I have training in domestic violence intervention.
So is that the direction you want to go with your business?
I don't think so. It's very satisfying to be able to help, but I'm not sure if it's what I want to do all day, every day.
Why not? I mean, to be clear, I'm not saying you're a bad person, not at all, for not wanting to do that, but I'm not one to throw stones. I still travel.
There's no value judgments in what anyone does. What we're called or led to or whatever you want to call it has purpose and meaning and helps people. What each of you do helps people.
Yeah, that's true. Kate, you're throwing a super cool carnival. Nicole, you teach people how to be wise with their money.
And Darla, travel is important. It is soul nourishing.
Right. I don't feel bad or somehow less than for not wanting to devote my life to domestic violence.
So the question is still on the table. What do you want to be when you grow up, Lauren?
That's a toughie. No, I want to be helping larger groups of people, to be on a larger stage.
What type of stage do you see yourself on?
Okay. Is it terrible to say that I'd like to share it with Oprah? Oh my gosh! That feels so weird to say that out loud.
Not at all. But you would have to have a really clear message.
But that's what you're here doing now, figuring that out. I don't want you to feel too pressured.
Thanks. I have the luxury of time because I'm not counting on this to support my family. Jim, my husband, he has made sure that we're in good shape financially.
Nice. I don't have that same luxury.
But that can be an impediment. It could change your drive.
Very perceptive. It does and has. It might not actually be a luxury.
There's probably a balance. As someone who lives more on the razor's edge, it creates a strong drive, but there's a lot of fear, too.
I'm sure it's both.
Okay, back to what you want to be when you grow up.
I love how you always keep us on topic, Nicole.
That's my job.
Okay. I think I want to talk about living your best life, pursuing your dreams, and getting past the roadblocks. That's a common theme with the women I talk to. But, okay, it feels so generic.
It is.
You're our truth teller, Darla.
Sorry.
No need to apologize. It's a gift.
It's generic now, but I think as you mine deeper, it won't be.
Yeah, there's nothing new under the sun, but the way you present it, the illustrations you use, how you express, make it yours.
Yeah, and you want something that's your intellectual property. Brene Brown has really done that well.
Who's Brene Brown?
She's a shame researcher.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
It is. It was an academic thing until she started speaking about it. She talks about courage and vulnerability.
And she shares the stage with Oprah.
Yes.
Thanks for mentioning Brene, Nicole. I'm going to take a look at her website.
Oh, and her books.
and books and see what I can glean about how she put together her thing.
Her platform.
What she's known for.
Yeah, she's done it really well.
I'm excited about that.
Is there something more, Lauren?
Ooh, I think that's enough. This was a good discussion.
And it was good to figure out what you don't want to do.
Deciding what you're not going to do can be just as important.
And helping you find something you're really excited about.
Yes. I don't want to be doing this just to be doing it. And while money is nice, it's not my main motivator.
What is your motivator?
Well, I want to make a difference in the world. All right, too generic. I want to use what I've learned to help other women, to make their lives better on a daily basis.
Well, I think you can do that.
Oh, you definitely can.
I see it.
I'm excited.
Good. Then we've accomplished the goal of the hot seat. Yay! So the question has to be asked, who wants to be on the hot seat next week?
It wasn't as scary as I thought it would be.
Good. It was really helpful for me.
So I'll go next week.
Brave Kate. I'm thinking about taking my kids to your festival.
Oh, it would be so fun to have you.
Then I can see what you do and all that before next week, right?
That would be awesome. If there's some time, I'll show you around backstage, too.
Cool.
Awesome. Well, if anyone needs anything during the week, feel free to reach out.
Me too.
Me too.
Oh, wait, not me. I'll be in Barbados. Oh. Dope.
Really? Nice.
Yeah, occupational hazard.
Lucky.
You'll have to tell us how you pull that off.
It's a short trip. It's just 4 days.
Okay, never mind. That sucks.
No, really, I need to know.
It helps to be in the travel business.
They hold legal seminars in tropical places, but I want to relax when I go on vacation, not hear about changes in spousal support guidelines.
Yeah, vacation should be vacation to soothe the soul.
Yeah, the legal ones are just a way to make a vacation tax deductible and palatable to the partners. I'm going to Barbados, but it's for work.
Yeah, sad commentary on our society.
2 weeks off a year, that's it.
Unless you're a self-employed theater owner, then 2 weeks is 2 weeks too many.
Okay, we need to talk about that next week when you're on the hot seat.
Yes, we do. Because everyone needs a break. And that's not just my job talking, you guys.
If you guys can help me figure out how to make that happen, I will love you forever.
Aw, challenge accepted.
Same bat time, same bat channel next week.
Yep.
See y'all next week.
For your hot seat.
I'll be ready.
You've been listening to She's Myself. Come check out the free Newfangled Book Club for yourself and your peeps at shesmyself.com. This episode was written by Emily Chase Smith and produced by Trisha Gilfone. The role of Kate was played by Kimberly Stamfill. The role of Darla was played by Quinn LaJoca. The role of Lauren was played by Trisha Gilfone. And the role of Nicole was played by Emily Chase Smith. Audio recording and editing by Barry Funkhauser. And Newfangled Book Club by Jill Davis. Thank you to all our Indiegogo supporters and our listeners.